If you have something in your heart, go for it. Chase it. Give it all you've got and find out where it takes you. The opportunity right now to chase your dreams. You only got one life. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? You're right back where you started. Chase those dreams, man. I try to tell that to every kid I ever meet. Chase your dreams. Nothing's too crazy. You believe it, make them believe it. We're really quick to forget that the day we're living today is a day we dreamed of 10 years ago. But there's a part of your life that is exactly the life that you wanted. And when you forget that, you lose out on recognizing you're already living in the dream and that you already have the power to create that future dream because you've already done it once. Knock me down 19 times, I'm gonna get up 20. Tell me I can't do something, I'm gonna make it my mission to show you I can. I'm gonna fail, but I won't quit. I'm gonna lose, but eventually I will win. I'm insane when it comes to becoming the best version of myself. Only live once. So do what you feel passionate about. Take chances. Don't be afraid to go outside the box. Don't be afraid to fail big, to dream big. The latest research in neuroscience says you can change your brain just by thinking. So then as you begin to think about a new possibility and your brain begins to fire in new sequences and new patterns and new combinations, and you begin to plan your behaviors and you begin to review in your mind, mentally rehearse who you're going to be in your life. Now your brain is no longer a record of the past. Now it's in fact a map to the future. Gotta build yourself into someone who is resilient enough and mentally tough enough and has the fortitude and the grit and the belief and all of the things required to push through these difficult times that most people aren't even willing to go through. There is nobody that you look up to that became that person without a tremendous amount of hardship. There's nobody that you look up to that became a successful, inspiration to you without going through a lot of pain. When you think of the stories and the people that inspire you, the reason they inspire you is because what they went through to get where they are, not because of just where they are. Everybody loves a hero. People line up for them, cheer them, scream their names, and years later they'll tell how they stood in the rain for hours just to get a glimpse of the one who taught them to hold on a second longer. I believe there's a hero in all of us that keeps us honest, gives us strength, makes us noble, and finally allows us to die with pride. Even though sometimes we have to be steady in and give up the thing we want the most, even our dreams. Confidence isn't about everything going right. It's about trusting your ability to bounce back stronger. You've made it through every hard thing so far, so don't doubt your ability now. Confidence is a skill that you build one decision at a time, and it starts with trying. You try, you learn, you get better, you become more competent. And over time, confidence shows up easier because you earned it through action. The biggest breakthroughs happen when you're done. Done with shrinking, done with waiting, done with the version of you that plays small. In the endless murmur of judgment, true peace is born not from seeking approval, but from mastering the quiet art of walking alone, unwavering towards your own truth. Easy choices, hard life. Hard choices, easy life. The hard choices, what we most fear doing, asking, saying, these are very often exactly what we most need to do. You see people who do big things and you automatically say, that guy's so lucky, she's so lucky. You don't know that. You assuming that. Going to work every day for 20 years and grinding your ass off and then becoming a multi-millionaire, that's not luck. That's action and reaction. Quit using the word luck. Quit believing in luck and start believing in work. Start believing in results that come from your actions. Stop telling your visions to other people because they're not going to see it. Why you keep imagining opening a business? Why you keep imagining graduating, getting a better job? Why you keep imagining buying a house? Why you keep imagining getting rich one day? Why you keep imagining that? Because God is talking to you. He's showing you something that he has to you. It's okay to be unbalanced for a while. It's okay. Don't be all this stuff people say you got to be balanced to be the best in the world at what you do. You have to be unbalanced to find every bit of ink and energy and strength that you have to pull it off. Then you get balanced once you become great. And it takes being obsessed where people think you're crazy. Let's go. Let's go. You got money, but do you got that dog? Yeah, you got money, you got privilege, but do you got that dog? You have to lose your fear of failure. Failure is part of the process. People who never fail, never try. You have to fail. You gotta get it wrong to get it right. Music. When God gives you a dream, and I believe that we all have a dream, God has given each one of us something that's beyond us and hope and aspiration that makes us look beyond. And sometimes the dream is so big, it scares us. But it should inspire us to believe that we can only do it with God's help. The dream is your dream. And sometimes we make a mistake of wanting to share our dreams with everybody. Dreams can get you in trouble. You have dream busters. There's people who don't have a dream and they would try and bring down your dream. God gave your dream to you. Everything that God gives you, God intends for you to achieve and accomplish. Don't have time to regret. We move on because we are acceptable for what we are, not who we think we should be. I'm accepted in myself by what I am, but not as I think I should be. Because that's a lie. I'm a sinner. I'm an old sinner. I've done some bad things. I've done some good things. So, you just forgive yourself and move on. These people that you're comparing yourself to, you don't really know. You see their shiny outside, but you don't see the reality of their life. People have hard lives, and the ideal that you're observing that makes you jealous and resentful is in large part an illusion that's created by your own mind. Don't give up. Don't let the world get you down. And when it does get you down, get up and write what you want out of your life and don't stop. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no vacation. You get up every day, you look in that mirror and you tell that mirror, I'm a bad mother. In one way or another, I'm going to make it happen today. Guess what? If you keep writing it down, after a while, the power of the pen, you'll believe it. If you don't have what you want, stop telling yourself the story because you don't have the money, you don't have the time. That's fool. It's because you haven't committed yourself, or you will burn your boats. If you want to take the island, burn your boats. You will take the army because people, when they're going to either die or succeed, tend to succeed. Here's the truth. This is the reality. Nobody's going to believe in you until you've already done it. Nobody's going to come and celebrate you until you've already done it. Just stand. You keep standing. No matter how rough the sea, you keep standing. And I'm not talking about just water. You keep standing, no leader, but you don't give up. Don't allow the difficult and challenging times to demoralize you. He said, in life, you will always be faced with a series of God-ordained opportunities, brilliantly disguised as problems and challenges. And I'm saying, in your hands, you have ideas. You have been given something to bring to the universe that was not here before you showed up. Do a little bit more work, and a little bit more work, the results are going to come. More and more people are going to believe. Nobody believes in you because you haven't done anything. That's the reality. This is the day that you let go of that hurt and release that pain forever. Your tears have served the ground for far too well. It's time for you to practice that smile, Dave. It's time for that smile to no longer be a stranger. And it's time for you to let go of the things that are stripping your heart. If this happens, you can't heal by going back to the hurt. You can't receive your future by holding on to your past. So stop pressing replay on the things that need to be deleted from your life. He had this beautiful quote, and it read, "Rest at the end, not in the middle." But I took that to heart. I believe there's time for resting at the end. That time is not now. To have a dream, sacrifice for it, and never ever rest in the middle. When people can't get up in the morning, I'm going to tell you why. Because they can predict the feeling of everything that's going to happen in their life. And their bodies resigned to the familiar, says, oh, another mundane day. But remember when you were a kid and you were going on a field trip? What happened then? You were up and dressed and ready to go before your parents were up because you knew something unexpected was going to happen. That's how we should live our lives, waking up with the understanding to expect the unexpected. And something unusual should happen in our life as a result of our efforts. It doesn't matter what is your level of intelligence, what is your level of capability, introvert, extrovert, this, that, doesn't matter. Do you have the courage and commitment to make the possibility into your reality? Music. Where have you been? Where have you been up to this point? You look at your life, you look at what you produce. Is it giving you what you want? Are you living on purpose? Are you living your dream? Are you acting on your ideas? The most important conversation you ever have is the one you have with yourself. You wake up with it, you walk around with it, eventually you act on it.